Meanwhile, the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Nigerians In Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, has commended the new payout policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria as a boost to diaspora remittances, describing it as a further encouragement for diaspora remittances by the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mrs. Dabiri Erewa, in a chat with me earlier today on our flagship business show, Business Nigeria, explained that this remains a step in the right direction. She also hinted on expectations ahead of the forthcoming Diaspora Day event scheduled for next week.
What we're saying is that if we pull out the plugs, Nigeria can double what they're doing in terms of remittances. And then beyond remittances, we should have a structured means of diaspora investment. Was it Kenya? There was a country that just got diaspora funds together and decided to build one of the biggest bridges in that country. So we can do the same thing in Nigeria. What's the area of interest? They can just choose an area and decide that we're coming together and investing here. And I see that happening very soon, because we've been having a lot of conversations with a whole lot of them. And what NIDCOM has been able to do over the last 4 years has been intentional engagements with them. So we're actually one-on-one now getting those diaspora that we keep saying, oh, we're developing world economies. Now we have contacts with them. We have communication with them. There were times in the past when they don't even want to talk to, go to missions and all that. But now, with the engagement we've been having with them, they are now even coming to the table themselves. And by the way, Diaspora Day is next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. July 25th every year is the annual Diaspora Day. So we are taking it a notch higher. So this year, we're going to have the first Diaspora Merit Awards. So the Diaspora Day is July 25. We're going to have a lot of conversation around politics, health, education, ICT, the economy, and all that. And I tell you, it's going to be a very interesting conversation.
Away from that now, the African Center for Supply Chain has commended the federal government for declaring a state of emergency on food security. The center advocates building a resilient logistics and supply chain infrastructure against recurring disruptions. Ifunaya Eze reports.
Rising food inflation across the country recently prompted the federal government to declare a state of emergency on food security. In his remarks on the importance of food availability and affordability, the Director General of the African Center for Supply Chain, Mr. Obiora Madu, praised government initiatives. However, he noted that despite palliative measures, building a resilient supply chain network remains crucial.
You look at the food supply chain, you start from the raw materials, like they talk about fertilizers, seeds, and the rest of them. Then the production proper is the farming, where the items are produced. Then, of course, there's the storage component of it. Then, of course, the packaging and distribution at the other end. This is the composition of the food supply chain. But if you look at everything that has been said, they did mention transportation. If we are not able to build a resilient food supply chain over time, then we're wasting our time. It's only a matter of time, and we get worse than the way we are.
Additionally, he mentioned several other disruptive factors affecting Nigeria's logistics and supply chain architecture. Among the top concerns he raised were insufficient storage and warehousing regulations and security threats.
Storage is a problem. We don't have cold chain to be able to sustain these things over. So actually, that's why I say that kudos to the government for the things that they want to do, but that what needs to be done gets beyond what they want to do so far. Insecurity to supply chain, insecurity to farmers, and the rest of them.
Among other steps crucial to achieving SDG Goal 2, he stressed that the government needs to deploy a commodity exchange to regulate, trace, and track warehousing registration. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News, Lagos.